Okay, Thursday 17th of April, 9:30 in the morning. Doggy had ginger on a diet yesterday, 8 little biscuits this morning with a bit of Greek yogurt and some ginger. See if it's a magic ingredient, wish me luck. 5 days time, start my night shifts, and we're off again. Road to nowhere. On the road again. Well, we'll see how it goes. We're learning. Wish me luck. Gonna need it. So, on the road again. Made it McDonald's. Got caffeine. Puppet is sitting, dry muzzle. But then she doesn't know I've got sausage rolls, so I kept her concentration a bit. Next stop, A9. Dreaming. Do I live in a world where I can go to Perth? I didn't again. Next stop, Perth, unless my dog tells me otherwise. So, 50 mile down, Perth, we made it. Stopping at Lidl, Aldi, Lidl, what's the one? Nah, I never know the difference. Anyway, one thing I did forget, dog food. Not tea bags this time, dog food. Anyway, got that, 50 mile down in Perth. Got her out, give her a wee walk. She no had wet muzzle, and she had a wee bit of phlegm just when she got out of the car. Just a wee bit, not much. She lay down at times, she sat up at times, you know. We're in exposure therapy. Gotta get plenty of exposure every day. Anyway, 50 mile down and we're on the road again. It was never supposed to be this hard. But hey, we're getting somewhere. Quick update, 135 miles in, 40 minutes before William. Friend phones, asks me how the dog's doing. Dog wags its tail, gets excited, stands up. Didn't end well. Final little excitement, yeah, she was sick. Just worry, but it's 130 miles in. That's good. I can live with that. Obviously pulled over, clean up, give her some more ginger and a wee bit of Greek yogurt. Had to hand feed her. I stinky ginger. Still. Washed it twice. Strong stuff. I can smell it anyway. Gonna do a final push, gonna let her rest. She's lying down, having a wee sleep. Poor wee sod, she's knackered. It's been a eventful day. She's been quite worried at times, a bit shaky. I've petted her a lot, I've calmed her, but you know, the travel sickness is sitting there underlying. It's making her feel like shit. Not sure how much that can go away day in, day out. Maybe the exposure therapy helps and she gets a bit more used to it. I was going to go for William for a bag of chips. There's only one thing better than going for William for a bag of chips. Yeah, I'm going to go somewhere else for a bag of chips. An hour and 40 minutes drive. Well, to be fair, that's what it says before I start driving, and once I start matching my speed to this windy road, that's probably going to drop. So, a couple of hours. Has she got a couple of more hours in her? Oh, aye, I think so. But we're going to let that ginger settle her stomach a wee bit. Let it digest. Shouldn't take too long, half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour, something like that. But she's resting. I'll let her rest. Poor wee soul. The scientific experiment continues. Well, don't get done for animal cruelty. Wish me luck. It's 130 miles in. Ooh, that's good. I love that. Obviously pulled over, clean up, give her some more ginger and a wee bit of Greek yogurt. Had to hand feed her. Stinky ginger. Still, washed it twice. Strong stuff. I can smell it anyway. Going to do a final push, going to let her rest. She's lying down, having a wee sleep. Poor wee sod, she's knackered. It's been a eventful day. She's been quite worried at times, a bit shaky. I've petted her a lot, I've calmed her. But, you know, the travel sickness is sitting there underlying. It's making her feel like shit. Not sure how much that can go away day in, day out. Maybe the exposure therapy helps and she gets a bit more used to it. I was going to go for William for a bag of chips. There's only one thing better than going for William for a bag of chips. Yeah, I'm going to go somewhere else for a bag of chips. Another 40 minutes drive. Well, to be fair, that's what it says before I start driving, and once I start matching my speed to this windy road, that's probably going to drop. So a couple of hours. Has she got a couple of more hours in her? Oh aye, I think so. But we're going to let that ginger settle her stomach a wee bit. Let it digest. Shouldn't take too long, half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour, something like that. But she's resting. I'll let her rest. Poor wee soul. The scientific experiment continues. Well, don't get done for animal cruelty. Wish me luck. I'm for the wonder today. It's been a long day. Long day. 9:30 start. But I've arrived at the gateway to my dreams. Quite a lot of them actually. That there in the background is Bridge to Sky. We made it. Sky is now a possibility. My hairs and my arms were standing up on the way around the corner. Seen from my bedroom this evening. With a free rainbow. And chirpies galore in the background. And the rain starting. But hey, who cares about a little bit of wet? Not I, not today. Wow. Just a wee morning sunrise on Skye, looking back at Scotland. Wow. Just taking the dog for a walk. She's following a path up a hill somehow. I don't know where she's going, to be fair. Where she's going? I don't know. I don't think she's going up there. But you know what? She might. That's a lot of scree. That's not a good place to be. No, sod that. But maybe we'll go have a look anyway. Might be nice up there, you never know. Pretty nuts in this island. You're literally going up a mountain looking for a mobile phone signal. Crazy. And that beastie. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Gracious me. You ready, Doug? Yeah? You ready? Come on then. Right. Mainland of Scotland there. Not quite sure what's what though. Wee bit of cloudy coming in there. Yeah. What a shape this beastie is. I think I'm going up there somewhere. What this way for a mobile phone signal? Ridiculous. What a backward island this is. And the sun has arrived. Look at that. Just popping its head up earlier. Shining down upon me. So we mountains popping it there. Clouds and all. Some clouds starting to build up there, just light. That beastie's still cloud free. And this path just keeps going up that way. So I think I'm maybe 3/4 of the way there. It would be a shame to just turn back right now. But I don't know what the wind's going to be like once I get up the top and round that bend. Might be fucking brutal. Let's go find out. There's where I came from. Oh, aye. It's picking up a wee bit. There's a wee bit of chill. I don't know. Fancy. You alright, Doug? You ready for more? You ready? Okay. I'm not at the top. By Scotland over there. This mountain. I have to go back there. The wind's picking up. The temperature is dropping. But I thought we'd see just how far you could see. What else that? Oh, there's a road. And then the rest of Scotland. Right there. Back towards the sun. But alas, no, because there's a lot more than that. Good day out there, doggy. Good walk. Aye, right, you ready? Come on then. Okay, update time. Friday 18th. I'm the 11 dates here. It's not like me. Got up early about 4 o'clock morning after spending a lovely night just chilling through a mountain on sky. Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful. Took Doug for a walk. Put a big pack on my back. At 3/4 of mountain. Did some scree scrambling. That stuff's no smart on your aim. Even your Doug's causing wee avalanches, you know, but try to pick the solid rock in amongst the scree and work your way up. Got to the plateau there. I'm pretty sure I looked at the Isle of Rum up there. That was pretty cool. And some more Cullen. I don't know how you pronounce that, to be fair, it's probably wrong. So that was a nice wee walk with the Doug. So now we're back in the van. We've done the 20 miles, we've left Skye. Twisty windy road. Like 10 mile farm track. No far off it like. But she's alright, she's settled back down, she's sitting there. I think I've got her chilled, pulled her at the same place we or before we went to Skye last night. We car park outside the road, and she's done her business, and she's just lying there, warm, settled, hopefully not giving much of a fuck. Not sure where we're going next. Need to decide that. But we're going, and we're on the road again. Could be a long day. That scree scrambling. That's some risky business. That mountain's falling to bits, I can tell you. Rocks and boulders everywhere. Whole big sections here just pulverised into rocks and boulders. And it keeps moving, especially under your feet. No smart to be doing that stuff in your rain, to be fair. You need somebody else and you need space to do it, because at least if it goes tits up, you've got a chance getting a bit of help. On your own, don't think my dog's going to manage to get me help, so probably going to avoid the scree scrambling on my talks. That would be smart. Got up to that plateau, was looking at, I think earlier on, and I was contemplating doing that final third. That's an awfully dark looking mountain, but by heck it looked foreboding, and I didn't ken what caused it, but I got that feeling in the pit of my gut. No a smart idea. I've listened to that my whole life, and it's kept me alive a few times, so I listened to it. Doug also started whining at the exact same time, and the cold wind blew and iced my bollocks, and I thought, that's 3 omens in a row. Get a miss, Bob. So we came back down off the plateau. We managed to pick rock bits and avoid 97% of locking on the screen on the way up and the way down, so that was not so bad. But that's no the smartest way to go up that mountain. Next time we'll go up the safer way. Makes more sense. Stop now. It's 20 past 1. I've done 100 miles a day. Puppy is lying. She's no fell asleep. She's no put her head down. She's absolutely puggled. And to be fair, so am I. So it's time for a kip. I would love to just go another 100 miles. I think she's probably got it in her. But I need to give her this break, because I need to sleep. And so does she. We headed towards Ullapool. We took Twisty Windy out of the mountain when we came off for Skye. It was definitely a roller coaster, definitely. And then a lot of single track roads, a lot of passing places, a lot of slowing down, up and down the clutches, left to righties, speeding up, slowing down. If you know the roads, you know the roads. She's done really well, and she's just chilled, but she is absolutely puggled, fighting to sleep, because she'll not put her head down. I think I need a wee tray for her head so she can just... Next week. Anyway, I need a kip, but we're doing alright. There's no sign you're getting pukey, so that's what I'm trying to sort of figure out. Does that mean I've got a set length of time on an empty belly, and I can pretty much, as long as I settle her and she's settled, I can do what I want in that period of time? And how long is that period of time? Well, I'm not going to find out today, because, well, I need to sleep. But tomorrow, whatever tomorrow brings, a whole day driving, and see how we go with that. But I need to be rested and ready for it, and not have went right up a mountain, or 3/4 up a mountain. Aye, we're learning. The scientific experiment continues. Experiment on your dog. Well, it's the only way to learn. But do it right. Can't I just leave it to chance? Chance hasn't fixed it. This might at least make it manageable. Well, it's looking good. It's looking good. Well, I've decided this evening's restaurant and bedroom view. Look at that. I have no idea what that's called, but one day I'm going to get up there. And that, not sure about that either. And there's one up there too. But anyway, this seems as good a spot as any. So, end of the second day. We have spent 157 miles today. One break for sleep. That doesn't sound like a lot, but these are the backward roads in between the mountains. These are slowing down, passing places. These are roller coaster roads. When we left Skye, it was the pass between the mountains and over the mountains and between the mountains and round about the edges of the mountains and then back up again and back down. It's exactly the roads that my doggy would have puked 10 minutes, maybe 20 in a bit. It's 7:20 at night. We've had no puke today. We had one big break for a couple of hours where I had some sleep and I gave her ginger. Ginger! I mean, like, ginger. Who'd have thought that was the magic solution? This seems to have settled her. One meal a day, ginger. I have to keep topping her up with the ginger. She's going to end up a wee ginger addict. She's pretty ginger anyway. Wee ginger addict, and so 7-8 hours worth of driving that I know of. You know, can you OD a dog in ginger? I don't know. Guess we're going to find out. Giving it in her evening meal. Giving it in the morning just a little bit of Greek yogurt. I had the sandwich earlier and I gave her a slice of ham. I cut it into strips and I just used it with my fingers. She'll take it with my hand as low as she can smell the other thing I'm giving her with it. She'll take it. She did yesterday, eat it for the bowl. She might tonight because she'll be hungry. I'll trick her into starting it and hopefully she'll finish it and lick the bowl clean. Maybe ginger addict. I don't have words. It's working. I don't know what it does to her long term. 1 meal a day while I'm travelling, and 2 meals a day when I go back to work, because I have to gear 2 meals a day when I go back to work because I live alone and I do 12-hour shifts and I'm away for 14 hours a day, and I have to be able to monitor shit. She's never pissed or pooed since I started 12-hour shifts. But that has to be 2 meals a day in order for that to work, because it can't be 1 meal a day. I work early's half and night's half. Well, maybe it's just like this. Maybe it just keeps chopping and changing. But what does that do to her gut? Doggies produce saliva in anticipation of your feeding time. Your dog will come and tell you, "Hi, it's 15 minutes to my feeding time." Especially if you do it at a regular time, your doggy will be there going, "Hello, where's my dinner?" So in these concepts, what does it do to your gut? Am I going to wake up in the morning to a van full of diarrhea, or the next day, or the next day, or the next? I don't know, but it's been so long. It's working. Fuck. Ginger. Whoever thought ginger would be the answer to anything? Ginger for the ginger puppy. Aye. Happy days. I think puppy is hungry. She's eating the biscuits. even with the ginger. And the Greek yogurt, of course. Second day in a row. Happy days. So, day 3. John O'Groats, by the end of the day. Not by the directorate. Lots of roller coaster roads. All day yesterday was only roller coaster roads. I get no puke. And this morning, no signs of an upset stomach. Normal shits, man. That ginger powder, less than half a teaspoon in the morning, and again in the late afternoon if she's doing some more journey that day, and then in the evening meal as well. Morning, just getting a half slice of ham, cutting the strips, use that to feed her the ginger mixed in, ginger all mixed in with a little bit of Greek yogurt, which she's used to that, and I've done her anyway with her biscuits, and it's working. She's still a bit nervy. I've started the engine, she's a wee bit nervy. I'm going to pet her, which is what I'm doing now. Petting that ear. She's sitting there looking at me like, oh no again. But she will now get desensitised to that. 3 times the charm with the doggy. 3rd day in a row, 3 times the habit. We're setting new precedents. Tomorrow's day number 4. Although I think tomorrow I'm going to have to head home and not Monday. But hey, hopefully next week too. And then we're going to do big journeys. But the drive home will be 8 hours. I don't want to drive for 8 hours. I'll get split up. But then being able to do an 8-hour journey in a day. Miracle, absolute miracle. Anyway, wish me luck. Here we go again. Ding ding ding, round 3. It's now Sunday morning. I didn't make a video last night because I would have looked like some idiot accepting an Oscar award, bubbling like a fucking lunatic. Struggling to control my emotions and think of the words. Yesterday we did 222 miles. We left Scourie, we went to Durness, Tongue, Helmsdale, Forestard I think, up to Thurso. They were all single track roads, passing places. Bumpy, roller coasters, speeding up, slowing down, a couple of emergency stops because idiots don't know how to drive in Scotland on single track roads. Some of them I got a bit garrulous on. My van bounces into corners. It also bounces back out again. And it bounces on every hump, bump, hole in the road, rock. It was at times very bouncy. Puppy sat up a good few times, got some ear rubs, chilled out. Spent most of the day trying to lie down. When the roads got too much, she sat up, propped herself in the corner. She did great. We then went from Thurso to Wick, John O'Groats, and out to the lighthouse. 605 miles we've done in these 3 days. We haven't had any more puke. Our stomach is normal. I won the lottery. That's what it feels like. I just, something unbelievable that you never expected, that you only ever really vaguely hoped or dreamed would happen. Perfect. I can work with all of this. She takes a lot of your rubs just to settle her. We break 10 minutes after we start, 15 minutes, maybe 10, 15, 20 miles, it just depends thereabouts. If she starts to get a bit agitated, get her out, reset her head. We had 2 breaks yesterday, 10, 15 minutes, just a wee wander, and the 1 hour break. That's like a normal travel, with a normal dog, with no problems. like everybody else in the world's been doing for years. And I'm finally doing. Me and me. I couldn't be happier. Yeah, let's see how we go going home today. Via the Glencoe Road. If you told me a week ago I'd be driving the Glencoe Road with a travel sick dog, I'd have told you were mental. It's still possible, but we're going to try. It's going to be a long day, and we're not doing a lunch break as such. Stop a wee bit earlier, so we stop up on the ginger, and we're doing as much of this in a row as we can. I'll play it by her, see how agitated she is, stop for peas, cups of tea, McDonald's coffee maybe. We'll see. Caffeine for somewhere. Tonight, we're going to make it home. We're going to have driven all day. We're going to have no puke. And it's going to be the perfect end to what I can only say has been the most fulfilling holiday I think I've ever had. The most meaningful, most impactful. Perfect. Absolutely fucking perfect. Couldn't ask for better. She's been great. Onwards. Quick update. Morning went well. Left at 7 o'clock. John and Groats. Hit Inverness Bridge exactly 1 minute shy of the 3 hour mark. That's literally what it says on the sat nav to take the speed limits. Puppy lay down the entire way after a bit of ear scratching at the beginning on the way to work, obviously. Settled her. She chose then to lie down. Stayed lying down, only got up twice, once for the ramp on the road because there was roadworks before Inverness, and the only other time she sat up was when you come down the valley. There's a right turn, you've got to go down it in second gear. She sat up and then you've got to bolt up the hill. But at that turn, she sat up and stayed up on the way up the hill. Can't blame her, to be fair. I was in second gear, you know, aiming for the hill. Perfect journey so far. We pulled over at Inverness for a quick toilet break for both of us, and I'm just about to have a bite to eat on the banks of Loch Ness. And Puppy will get her lunch, ginger and ham, a bit of Greek yoghurt, and then onward to Fort William, Glencoe and home. So far, perfect. This is what normal people do. Wow, I'm liking it. I could get used to this. Absolutely early. I could get used to this. So, the gods have decided to scupper the plans of Glencoe today. The A82 is affecting car park. So, it just happens to be beside the road to Skye. So I'm going to go spend the night there, because I can't go all the way back to Inverness to go all the way round to go all the way home, because that would be kind of be beyond the doggy time. It's only 2 hours to Skye. So it would seem the gods want me to just go back to Skye, spend the night there. And then in the morning, I can go to Inverness and Doon, or come back and go Glencoe if the road's open. On a bank holiday Monday. Might be a bit busier, but that's alright. That's what these things are sent to try us. And the beauty of having a camper is, I travel with a bed, just like a tortoise. So, Skye it is then. Oh, and thanks to my benevolent benefactor, you know who you are. Thank you very much. Well, it's not quite the scene from my van, because I'm in amongst a pile of trees in the car park. But that's free camping for you. The photos and videos do not do this beastie any justice in sheer size and scale. That is one imposing piece of rock. I mean, look at it. Jesus. Well, after all the dry conditions in my outings last week and all the driving and yeah, everything's been dry. It's good to finally have bogged boots. Not so good to finally have bogged puppy. You're looking a bit minging there then. Alright, you happy? You good? You good? Had a good day? Just a wee jaunt out of the hill? Fairy pools? Yes? We good? Thankfully, I can hear some running water. Time for dog bath and boot bath. Yes, sorry about that, but it's going to happen. So yesterday we did 272 miles. We didn't make it out of Glencoe, thanks to the A82 being shut. The gateway to Speen Bridge, gateway down to Glencoe. So turn around and go all the way back to Inverness, to go all the way back down home. Not that much of a rush. So came to Skye. See, puts a smile on my face. Even to mention it. Camped out in the van, wee car park, other side of the island, at the foot of the Cullen. Stunning, see the whole caldera. Well, half the caldera, because the other half isn't there. In the centre cone. Imposing piece of rock, like photos and videos don't do it justice, and this is even from a distance. It's an imposing piece of rock. All the scree and the jaggedy edges, and oh, really want to get there. It'll wait. But 272 miles, that was good. In actual fact, it was like easily nearly 11 hours in total, being in the van and moving and stopping and starting and getting in and out, wee walks and stuff. Puppy lay down the whole day. Sat up occasionally, like big sharp right turns or having to brake a bit hard some places, but it's just resided to the fact she just lies down and yeah, she's no sleeping, she's not at that stage, you know, but she's resided to it. 3 days is a habit, 4th day was reinforcement and proving that that's the case, and I have a travelling puppy. Oh. Amazing. Couldn't I take the bed away and put her into the double seat, put the double seat back, have her sitting up, no low centre of gravity, seeing what's happening round about her, maybe watching the traffic and puking. That's stage too far for today, but you know, like that's on the cards to try that and see if we can get her to just jump in a car and be on a seat and travel, because that also opens up the car and anybody else's car. But that's no for this week, blatantly. Going home today, Glencoe Road. Let's see if it's open. I've wanted the idea of travelling with a travel side dog down the Glencoe Road is just mind-bogglingly not. You have to be mental. And a week ago, that would have been absolutely mental. I deliberately avoided that road on the way to Fort William when we started this trip. But I'd love to end it. Making a nice big figure 8 with a lot of zigzags all the way around Scotland. All the way around North Scotland. Didn't go to the borders. Glencoe. Go home via Glencoe. And an absolutely perfect trip. Most amazing trip, most fulfilling, monumental, literally life-changing trip. Mine and hers. To go via Glencoe and just go home and no issues, no problems, that would just be bliss. Hope the van keeps up. Bearing on that side's definitely weight, driver's side front. But track rod end, maybe a bottom ball joint, it's definitely got a wiggle, definitely needs tracked, definitely something no happy there, and the squeals are, there's squeals there and the engine's rattly and noisy, but these are all just diesel engine stuff. But that side needs work. MOT in 2 months, maybe take the hit on that, get it done a month early. I need to find a man that can, because I can't even jack it up. 2-3 ton vehicle, working on stuff, I can't even get the wheel off and put on one of the guns. I'd take an awful long pole and a lot of leverage to get that sorted. But we'll wait and see. I want that done before more trips, really. So next week, no sure. End of next week, maybe get the work done beginning of the month, and then I'm sorted for next month. Then I've got 3 weeks holidays. Off we go again with a van with a year's MOT. Take the hit on the month, losing the month on the MOT. Anyway, Glencoe, here we come. Oh. Wow, to think I'm thinking like this now. A week ago that was the bridge was a bridge too far. Spey Bridge was a bridge too far. Glencoe Bridge, definitely a bridge too far. But today, we'll soon find out. So, we're having a celebratory lunch. My dog is, oh me, puggled. Puggled. Technical term. Puggled. In your head. You puggled? You're puggled. Be a long wee morning. But we have reached a milestone. We are 9 miles at the other side of Fort William, we just passed through. We're about 12 miles for Glencoe. Another 2 hours 20 journey after that in ideal conditions, and we will be home. So exactly how many miles that is, I'm not quite sure. But we have clocked up 1,000 miles, me, Bob, and me, my travel sick puppy. And this is a 5th day of travel. 1,000 miles. NC 500, my arse. NC fucking 1,000. Wow. Absolute wow. You've done so well, Head. You have done absolutely amazing. Bit of ginger to take away the belly, and a lot of exposure therapy, and well, a lot of ear rubs, but less and less of the ear rubs. She just lies there 99% of the time, doesn't care. She needs a comfy bed now. Maybe we'll get the seat back. Well, that's a step, that's next month, but comfy bed next. But 1,000 miles. We travel sick Doug. I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed with your little one. I am so impressed. 1,000 miles. What can I say? What a holiday. What an absolute legend. Well done, puppy. So, final update on the road to nowhere. We got home last night, no problems. 1,120 odd miles done in 5 days. from home to Skye, zigzagged up through the mountains, Durness, back down, back up, Thurso, back down, back up, along the Wick, John the Groats, Inverness, nearly Glencoe, back to Skye, back down to Glencoe, and then home. Puppy did the entire Glencoe road, lying down, no cairn. 5 days exposure therapy has worked perfectly. Everything went according to plan. Over 1,000 miles since she was sick, and that was only once, and that was on the way to Fort William, and that was a stressful day for her. And every day got less stressful. Every day she settled quicker. Those last 3 days, I drove like I don't drive. Anyone knows me how I drive? I was not driving like that. I was driving like a man in a white van. My van was bouncing into corners and out of corners. I was braking hard, braking late. I was doing speed limits. Literally, no doing 50s and 60s. I was doing 60s and 60s and 50s and 50s and 40s and 30s. I wasn't speeding, but I was driving as brutally as I could, deliberately. And she took it like a champ. She just lay there, chilled, not stressing. The emotion was gone. The fear was gone. I can understand the fear being the upset stomach, and having solved that, we got to tackle the fear and replace that emotion with different emotion, ear scratches and settledness. And the doggy became resided to the fact that, okay, I spend time in this van, in this bed, and this is how it is. It bounces. Which is exactly what I hoped. I got exactly what I hoped. I don't have a travel sick doggy. I have a manageable travelling doggy. And that's just all just going to get easier and easier. I've given her the day off, no travelling the day, and she's been weird. She didn't eat this morning, she ate the night. I'm going to work, so. Okay, manage that for the next 3 days, and then I've got 6 days off again. Whoop whoop, love the rota. Another 6 days. We'll see how many days of that we get away for. Bits and pieces anyway, local-ish. Up some hills, we do a bit of fishing. But we'll go away in the van. We're not necessarily going on massive road trips. Maybe at the end of the week. But yeah, 1,120 plus miles in 5 days. And I hope I didn't have to drive at work the night. That would be great. I'm so proud and impressed, and she's just, it's been amazing. Absolutely brutal in my arse and my legs, and I've got cramps in my calves and all sorts of the day. I ache in some places I don't know the name of, and I didn't care. I'm overjoyed, over the moon. And my doggy's technically over her travel sickness. I don't know about feeding her and taking her travelling. No, this week. We're just going to keep going as we're going. Just reinforcement so it becomes normal. We're going to get in the van and go places and do good, happy things over these next couple of weeks. The weather's not so great for going up the top of big mountains. Too cold up there for her, I think. But a week or two into May. May is going to be May's month. She's going to travel. We're going to have a ball. There is nowhere in the country I can't drive. I was driving 7, 8, 9 and then eventually 10 and 11 hours in a day. Little breaks here and then. But that's like, there's nowhere I can't go. I could even get on ferries. I've been to France for a while. Hey, you never know. Ireland, here we come. A lot of standing stones over there. Anyway, ferries up to Isles. It's perfect. I couldn't be happier. Everything went according to plan. How unusual is that? Wow. The universe didn't decide to hit me with a truck. He only wiped me out a couple of times on the roads. Van, great, perfect. Dodgy wheel bearing now. That's fine. You got to expect that. It's just done all that miles as well. But everything apart from that's been great. A few wee alterations and repairs to do, and we're good to go. Stock up on supplies and fuel, and let the adventures begin. It's going to be a great summer. It's going to be a great summer. So, out for a walk. Stretch off the knot that is in my calf. My accelerator feathering of 5 days driving, over 1100 miles, came at a price at $3.47 in the morning. Felt like somebody took a pair of red hot pliers and was trying to pull the tendon out of the back of my leg. So limping about a bit today, last night at work, so I'll try to walk that off, give the dog a wee quick brisk walk as well. We jaunt in the van up to the park, not too far, just a wee warm up, and the habit former for the van, just getting in the van and going, get her out of breath, get her used to this repetitive jump in the van, go somewhere and no give a fuss. She does still give a wee bit of a fuss, still a wee bit reluctant, but the emotion is nowhere near like what it was, nowhere near it. Easily mitigated. Some mere rubbing and just go, and that's fine. Oh, she habit forming. She didn't eat breakfast yesterday, didn't eat lunch, but then ate supper. No bother. Tried the same again. She's waiting on the ham. Put a bit of ham in this morning's breakfast. Ate it, no bother. It's like formed that habit over 5 days. Didn't, you know, I got all the habits I wanted, but I also got some other habits I didn't want. But that's doggies, pattern recognition experts. Aye. You know, the whole travelling, travel sack, you know, there's a whole pile of work still there to do. Can she travel on a belly full of food? Don't know yet. Do I want to dress that in the van? No. Should I do it in the car? Maybe. That changes the centre of gravity. She'd be sitting in the passenger seat and they put in sheets, covers. She might be sick in the car, but then it's not the van, so that's maybe not the end of the world, but changes her driving position. She can see you out the window and might sit there and go zoom, 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 and puke. That's happened before. That's been a stimulus in the van previously. She'd wake up and look and zoom, zoom, watch things out the window and then throw up. So, like, can we do that in the car, just little quick journeys, and extend that, then potentially remove the dog bed in the van. Dog then would be on the double seat. I could then take passengers. That frees up a whole pile of possibilities there, but that, again, that's a change in the centre of gravity. It changes what's in our vision, changes what's in our peripheral or depth perception, the movement, looking out the window, higher up. All these things are going to take work, you know, a bit of experimentation. See if we can figure these things out. See just what shape this becomes over time. But even the fact that I'm thinking about along all these lines after such a short period of time and such a great success. I have a manageable travelling puppy. How manageable and how much travelling and distance and repetitiveness, that's what this is all about. Just got a couple of shifts to sort out work-wise, and then I'm off for another 6 days. I'm going to hopefully get away for the last sort of maybe 3 of them. I've got some work to do in the van. The back doors are fixed because the retaining spring, the wind caught the door and broke the retaining spring. And that meant I couldn't put up the privacy screen and finish that, which meant I was having showers in my pants at the back of woods. But you know, privacy screen, there's other folk about. That would be a wee bit handier. And stop the doggy looking out the back door and seeing other doggies and things that get her attention and make her want to react. That would be good as well. Got some gates, retractable gates to put for stopping or getting out. Midget on the back, that's going to become way more needed over the next couple of months, and especially when you're parking up in places that are a bit secluded. There's not so much wind there, and out come the midge. Can't open up the back doors without a midget net there to separate me from the feasting beasties and separate my dog. So there's work to be doing. The toilet block that I've got here needs finalised. It'll get shrunk down, and that way it makes room for the water container. The exhaust on the diesel heater, I want it one piece instead of the four that it's been made out of while I worked out exactly where it was going to go. So there's work to be doing over this next week. But I want to get away, but I'm not going to be going up north. Tinto, I think I'm going to go to Tinto. There's some down Lanark, nice mountain apparently I've not been up it. Somebody had suggested to me a few months ago it was a good tester for endurance. It's got all different aspects on it and a nice view, and there's fishing round about it. I remember some fishing places round about that way. I'm going to go do some fly fishing, so we'll go away for a couple of days and chank about down that way. Doesn't all have to be up north, we can go anywhere now. How good's that to be saying that? That's fantastic, fantastic. So we're getting there. I need to get rid of this cramp in the leg though. 1,000 miles. I put it onto the Google Maps, and for the length of time that I drove, that I know of, or the roads that I drove that I can remember and identify, it was 28 hours worth of driving. In 20 hours worth of driving, Google Maps says I could reach the heel of Italy. No wonder my leg's sore. And if that's the only price that the wee dog gods give me for torturing my puppy and treating her like a science experiment, that's a small price to pay. Happy to pay it. That's a toll and a trade well worth it.